In the vast golden heart of California's Central Valley, endless rows of trees stretch toward the horizon. Each one stands as a quiet symbol of patience, precision, and progress. These are almond trees, the source of one of the world's most valuable and nutritious foods. From the first delicate bloom to the final packaged nut, every almond follows a remarkable journey. This is how millions of almonds are grown, harvested, and processed from farm to table. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications, because every week we uncover how modern technology and nature come together to feed the world. Almond trees thrive in a Mediterranean climate, hot, dry summers, and cool, mild winters. They demand well-drained, fertile soil and consistent sunlight. Water is life for these trees, but too much or too little can make or break an orchard. That's why California's Central Valley, with its ideal balance of sunshine, soil chemistry, and irrigation networks, produces over 80% of the world's almonds. Other key producers include Spain, Australia, and Iran, but none match California's mix of scale, expertise, and technology. Planting an almond orchard is both an investment and a commitment. Each tree begins as a grafted seedling, a strong rootstock matched with a high-yielding almond variety such as Nonpareil, Carmel, or Monterey. Farmers plant them in perfectly spaced rows, about 6 meters apart, to optimize sunlight and allow large harvest machines to pass through easily. It takes 3 to 4 years before the first harvestable almonds appear, and about 7 years for full production. A single mature tree can yield up to 65 pounds of almonds each season, with orchards remaining productive for 2 to 3 decades. By late winter, the landscape transforms. In February, millions of almond trees erupt into bloom, blanketing entire valleys in soft white and pink. It's one of the most breathtaking sights in agriculture. But this beauty hides a critical challenge. Almonds rely on cross-pollination, meaning one variety must pollinate another. That's where the honeybees come in.
So we monitor that closely. So there's something every day in these orchards. And we've got, 6 or 7 ranches, so we're busy every day in some of them, for sure.
Each year, billions of bees are brought into the orchards from across the country. Over a few short weeks, these bees move pollen from flower to flower, ensuring that almonds will form. Without them, there would be no harvest at all. As spring fades into summer, the flowers give way to small green hulls. Inside each one, a kernel begins to grow. Over the next few months, as temperatures rise, the nuts mature and harden. Farmers rely on precision irrigation systems, using soil sensors, drip lines, and satellite data to provide water exactly where it's needed. No more, no less. It's farming guided by data and sustainability. By July or early August, the hulls begin to split, the unmistakable sign that the almonds are ready for harvest. Farmers gradually reduce irrigation to help dry the nuts naturally on the trees, which helps prevent mold and ensures a clean separation during harvest. Now the orchards transform into scenes of high-efficiency engineering. Tree shakers, powerful hydraulic machines, drive between the rows, clamp onto the tree trunks, and in just a few seconds, shake thousands of almonds loose. They fall like golden rain, covering the ground beneath each tree. The rhythmic vibration and gentle mechanical hum echo across the valley. Next, sweepers move through the orchard. Rotating brushes and air blowers push the almonds into long, neat windrows. Tidy lines that make it easier for collection machines to follow. Then, pickup harvesters roll in, lifting the nuts from the ground while blowing away dust, leaves, and small debris. Clean almonds move along conveyors and into waiting trailers. But before heading to the factory, most farmers collect the almonds in large open areas near the fields, known as stockpile pads or drying yards. Here, the almonds are spread out in layers and left to dry naturally in the sun for several days. This step reduces the moisture content to safe storage levels, usually around 6 to 8%, preventing mold growth and improving storage life. It's a centuries-old method, now managed with moisture sensors and weather data, that perfectly bridges tradition and modern science. Once dry, the almonds are loaded into trucks and hauled to hulling and shelling facilities, where their transformation continues under precise mechanical control. The process begins with pre-cleaning systems, which remove twigs, stones, and dust using air jets and vibrating screens. Then the almonds move into hullers, massive rotating drums that strip off the fibrous outer hull. What remains are the shells and the valuable kernels inside. Shelling machines then take over, carefully cracking each shell open to release the almond within. The challenge is balance. Too much force can break the nut, while too little leaves it trapped. The cleaned kernels are then sent through optical sorting machines, where cameras and laser scanners examine each nut at lightning speed. Imperfections are detected and removed by quick bursts of air, leaving only perfect almonds to continue down the line. From here, almonds move to processing and packaging plants, where they're transformed into the products we recognize. Each step is automated, sterile, and monitored by computer systems to ensure food safety and consistency. Inside these factories, temperature and humidity are tightly controlled. From the first bloom to the final packaged nut, an almond's journey takes about 10 to 12 months. By the time it reaches your table, it has passed through countless hands, machines, and quality checks. Most of the world's almonds come from California, with millions of tons shipped to Europe, India, China, and beyond. Each kernel carries with it a story of patience, precision, and progress, a perfect blend of nature and innovation. So next time you enjoy a handful of almonds, whether roasted, raw, or blended into smooth almond milk, remember the long journey behind them. From the buzzing orchards filled with honeybees to the sun-drying fields, from the roaring shakers to the spotless factories, every almond you eat is the product of nature's design refined by human ingenuity. If you enjoyed exploring this journey from farm to table, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. Your support helps us keep telling the stories of how modern farming and advanced machines bring the world's harvest to life. Until next time, stay curious and keep watching how the world's food is grown, harvested, and perfected. Pistachios have long been valued for their rich taste and impressive nutritional profile, and today they remain a vital crop in global agriculture. The United States leads the world in pistachio production, contributing close to 40% of the global supply. This thriving industry continues to generate billions of dollars for growers and processors alike. By 2022, the value of the U.S. pistachio crop had reached nearly $1.9 billion, with California producing almost the entire domestic supply. Arizona and New Mexico contribute modestly, but California remains the powerhouse, particularly in the San Joaquin and Sacramento valleys. That same year, California farmers set a new record, harvesting over 1.03 billion pounds, valued at more than $1.8 billion. Moving forward, pistachio farming has shown even more growth. In 2023, U.S. farmers harvested about 1.5 billion pounds, 678,000 metric tons, making it one of the largest crops in history. However, because pistachio trees follow an alternate bearing cycle, 2024 is considered an off year. Even so, production remains significant, with forecasts estimating around 499,000 metric tons for the 2024 to 2025 season. Despite being a lower yield year, it is still among the largest harvests ever recorded, placing the United States firmly as a global leader, supplying over 43% of the world's pistachios. California now has nearly 488,000 bearing acres of pistachio orchards, an increase of more than 25,000 acres compared to the previous year. This expansion demonstrates the crop's profitability and long-term importance in U.S. agriculture. For pistachios to thrive, they must be planted in deep, well-drained, loamy soils enriched with clay, sand, and organic matter. These soils allow water to filter through while holding enough moisture for roots. Before planting, farmers break up compacted soil layers and prepare raised beds where trees are planted along with irrigation lines. Commercial orchards usually begin with grafted seedlings, chosen for their pest resistance and adaptability to local conditions. Once established, the trees require years of careful attention. Pistachios typically begin producing nuts at 5 to 6 years old, reach peak yields around 20 years, and can remain productive for 70 to 100 years, making them a truly long-term agricultural investment. Pollination also plays a key role. Both male and female trees are needed, with one male planted for every 8 to 24 females. The growing season begins in late March when buds swell. Blossoms open in April, and by May, shells start forming. By July, the shells harden, and by late summer, they split naturally, signaling that the nuts are ready for harvest. Water is especially critical during the hot summer months. Young trees may need about 50 gallons of water per day, and most orchards now rely on drip or micro-irrigation systems that deliver precise amounts at the right times. Proper water management not only ensures nut growth, but also promotes shell splitting, which is crucial for quality. Throughout the year, growers monitor soil and leaf samples to design precise fertilization plans. They also prune trees, remove weeds, and manage pests. Many orchards use pest-resistant rootstocks to reduce pesticide dependence while protecting yields. Harvesting usually begins in late August or early September. Mechanical tree shakers loosen the nuts, which fall into catch frames before being moved onto conveyors and into bins. Timing is essential. If nuts stay on the tree too long, the shells may stain, lowering quality. Harvest runs intensively for about 6 to 8 weeks, ensuring nuts are collected quickly and in top condition. Once harvested, pistachios are transported to processing facilities. There, leaves and debris are removed, hulls stripped off with abrasive peelers and water, and nuts floated in tanks to separate good ones from damaged ones. Quality nuts are dried to reduce moisture from 12 to 13%, sometimes fumigated for protection, and stored at cool temperatures before packaging. Split-shell pistachios are graded for size and color, while closed shells are mechanically cracked to access the kernels. These meticulous steps ensure the final product is fresh, flavorful, and ready for consumers worldwide. From orchard to table, pistachio farming is labor-intensive and requires patience, precision, and expertise. Yet the rewards are immense. An orchard can sustain families for generations, and the U.S. pistachio industry continues to expand, with 2024 marking another milestone in its global leadership. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the world of pistachios. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss our next video.